Welcome to a new video of Kotlin playlist. After learning about the arithmetic operators in Kotlin, it's time to learn about other types of operators. And today we are learning about the comparison and logical operators. Let's first start with the comparison operators. So as the name suggests, they are used to compare one value to another. And as a result, they return a Boolean value telling you that if the condition is true or false. So to start, I have these two variables here, and both of them have been assigned to an integer value. I'm going to make some more values to show you how to use the comparison operators. So here's the first one is going to be called is equal to, and we here going to check if x is equal to y. So the way to do this is you place the variable's name with double equal signs and y. And the way to read this is equal to. Let's have not equal to, so is not equal to. Here we're checking if x not, so this is the not operator, equal to y. Let's have other operators as well, so is greater than, and here we're checking if x is greater than y, is less than, is x less than y, val is greater or equal to. So here we're gonna check if x is greater or equal to y. So the way to do this is with the x, the greater and equal to y. Now val is less or equal to x to y. Now to check these values, let's print them. And notes here, if you click on any of these values and press Ctrl Q, that their return type is a Boolean. Now let's print all of these values. So println is equal to, Ctrl D to duplicate the line, is not equal to, is greater than, is less, is greater or equal, and is less or equal. Let's print the program and wait for the result. So here is our result, and clearly that y is not equal to x. So the first one is false, and is not equal to, so this is true, as y is not equal to x, and is greater than, so this is false, as y is the greater number, and is less than is going to equal to true, is greater or equal is false, is less or equals is true, as x is less than y. Now let's start discussing the logical operators with an example. So say for instance you're having some kind of competition, and you had to develop an application to tell the participants or the users if they are eligible to enter this competition according to some conditions like these here. So conditions state that the participant must be an adult, must not be a citizen, and their first name must start with the letter C. And here we have two participants. The first one is called Chris and the other one is called John. So to determine and tell them if they are eligible to enter the competition, we have to calculate this with the logical operators. So I'm going to start with John. So is John eligible? Going to equal to what? Let's first start with the first condition. So John must be an adult. So let's check if his age is greater than or equal to 18. Now the second condition says that he must not be a citizen, and John is a citizen. And here comes the first logical operator that we're going to learn about today, which is the AND operator. So the AND operator takes two parameters, the first one here and the second one here, which is citizen 2 for John, and it checks if both are true, then it returns true to this variable here, and if both are false, it returns false, and if any of these is true and the other one is false, then it will return false. But note that in our condition that the participant must not be a citizen, and John is a citizen. So to reverse this condition here, we have to use another logical operator, which is called the not operator. So the not operator, we have seen it before with the not equal to, but what it does here, that it takes this variable here, the value of this variable here, which is a boolean value, and reverse it. So if this is true, it will return false, and if this is false, it will return true. So now let's combine also the third condition here. So his name start with the letter C, so we have to use another and we have to check if John's name starts with C. So participant 2, and to access the first letter of a string, you could use the square brackets here and provide the index or the position. And as we have learned before, that Kotlin is a zero index language, so the first letter is going to be at the zero index. Now let's put 0 here to get the first letter, and let's check if it's equal to what? To C. Now this all gonna be evaluated and stored into this boolean here. So here first we're checking if John is an adult, then we check if he's not a citizen, so not a citizen, and lastly we check if his first letter of his name is equal to C. Now let's check if Chris is eligible. So is Chris eligible equal to age 1 more than or equal to 18, and is not a citizen, so citizen 1, it's false, so with the not operator it's going to be true, and his first name, the letter of his first name must equal to C. So participant 1 name equal to C, double equal signs. Now let's print these to the console and see if they are eligible or not. So is John eligible? Is John eligible? Let's use the John eligible. Second one with the is Chris eligible. So is Chris eligible? And let's print these to the console. So clearly that John is not an adult and he is a citizen, so he cannot participate, and the first letter of his name is not C, so he is out. And for Chris, he's an adult, so he's 29. He is not a citizen, so if a citizen is false, so this is gonna just reverse the value to true, and his first name starts with C. Now let's see and let's discuss the last operator, or the last logical operator, which is the OR operator. So here we're going to just check if we have any participants. So are there any participants? And this is going to equal to if John eligible or is Chris eligible. So is John eligible or is Chris eligible? So what it does is that it checks these two statements here, and if any of them or any statement here is true, then it will return true, even if this one is false. So it will return true if any of these statements are true. So println, let's check this. Do we have any participants? Are there any participants? Let's run the program. And here's our value, which is true. So that's all for today. Maybe in the next videos we're gonna have some interesting stuff about Kotlin. So until next time, stay tuned.